Hi everyone, happy Thursday. Hope you're doing well. I enjoyed the recitals last weekend. You guys played beautifully. I was just enjoying myself. The thing that I noticed across the board from everybody is that I did not see a lot of anxiety or nerves. I didn't see it. And I feel like that's like a huge thing because it tells me that we're like managing those nerves a little bit more because when I feel anxiety, like it's hard for me to hide it. And I just did not see that last week. And I would like to think there are many reasons as to why that happened, but I'm hoping the biggest reason is because of the things that we do before the recital, like the convocation and the retirement home tour and stuff like that. I'm hoping that's like a reason that you feel like an old pro at it, that like you've been doing it so much, you've gotten used to getting up and playing for people. That's my hope. And we're going to be doing more of that in the new year. We're going to have convocations. We're going to do another retirement home tour in the spring. We're going to have the competition. We're going to have other opportunities for you to be able to play before the recital. I just think it's such a good way to work on our confidence and to kind of work out some stuff. So even if you were feeling nervous, the amount of time you were nervous, I didn't see it, but maybe that time was less. Like I always tell people, I'm still get nervous. I've been doing this for years. I still get nervous when I get up and perform, but the amount of time that I'm nervous is less and less and less. So if that is you, congratulations. You are managing and you're conquering your nerves, which is like kind of the final frontier of music playing, I think, because it adds in everything that we're learning, that we're working on, and then it adds in the nerves. And so, yeah, and you, I mean, how often do people get the opportunity to do that? It's pretty cool. And you guys rocked. So, thank you for a wonderful recital. And the retirement home tour was awesome. So not only are you guys doing your music, but you're giving back too, which is amazing. So thank you for that. I want to talk about rejection today. Something I've talked about quite a bit, but I just want to hit it directly on it right today. Rejection, I'm gonna say something that most people don't say about rejection straight out, and what I'm gonna focus on today is how much rejection sucks. It sucks. It's a huge part of performing, it's a huge part of music, but it sucks. It is not fun. There are other ways to learn lessons without having to be rejected. And it's just like this thing that's like looming over our heads that's just there. And unfortunately, every time we're rejected, I feel like a puzzle, if we're made of puzzle pieces, that a puzzle piece is taken away. But I also think that something is replaced and that puzzle piece don't know what that is. But rejection hurts. It's painful. It's not fun. I'd rather avoid it, to be honest. It's just, it's one of those things that's necessary. It just comes along. I guess anything good, there has to be something bad that comes with it too, right? There's something that's not as good. And people are always like, "Oh, find the meaning in rejection." You know, it's a gift. And I've even said that. And do I believe that right now? No. I don't think it's a gift. I think it's just pain. I think something that we don't do enough with rejection is I don't think we grieve. I think we don't allow ourselves to grieve. It's taking something from us. It makes us feel bad. Why don't we let ourselves grieve, especially professional musicians? Why don't we let ourselves grieve for something we don't get it? It's like we feel like we have to be professional and to not let these things affect us. I argue those who are not affected by rejection, I wonder if they're just numb. I wonder if they found some coping mechanism what doesn't it forces them not to think about it. Because here's the thing, rejection is the ending of something imaginary or something that you were hoping would happen or something real. It is the ending. If you really sat and think about it, if you really thought about it and processed it and stuff, it sucks. It would make a person not want to do anything. Heck, it has made me immobile. and avoidant and not wanting to deal with anything because who wants to go through that? But why don't we let ourselves grieve? Why does that not seem to be allowed? Now, I understand you have to pick your audience, you have to pick the, where you're going to do that, where you're going to grieve. And I just think that we have to let ourselves do that. We can't find meaning in rejection. We can't find the reason for anything until we have processed the hurt. Otherwise, we are just like glazing over. We are toxic positivity. That I mean, it's just this toxic positivity stuff. Oh, it doesn't bother me. Oh, there's so many sayings that you can say about rejection, right? And I just think right now it all just feels like hogwash. It just does. And musicians, we have to do double rejection because we have the normal rejection that anybody would have in their life, but then also in our career. Unfortunately, it is in the hands of a lot of other people who have their own opinions and their own ideas, and we have to live in that world. It just sucks. It sucks sometimes. It is not a fun part of music. It's not. I've been doing a lot of posting lately on TikTok about different aspects of music. And I'm pretty proud of some of my posts, or almost all of my posts, I'm pretty proud of. And the last big post that I had really caught fire. And it was about sight reading and how I don't think that sight reading should be necessary in an audition. That it actually, I believe it takes away from the beauty of the music itself. That we as teachers and judges for these auditions are looking for criteria, looking for ways to judge. And I think that it could say that it's hard to judge because everybody's good, or we no longer have discerning ears. We no longer know what it is, what is a good sound, what is the ideal sound for us. And everybody's different and it's a subjective thing, so it's going to be different for everybody. But like, do we know what we like to hear versus not? And why can't we focus on that being the fundamental thing? And somebody on TikTok, because when you expose yourself and you expose your ideas on anything, you're exposing yourself to rejection and to people being mean and all of that. And somebody said, those are thoughts she should have kept to herself. I mean, that was rejection. Does it feel good? No. Was it necessary to say? No. Why do we have to contribute to the rejection in this world? Is it that we had to endure it? We have to do all these things where we get rejected left and right. So let's do that to our students. Let's do that to the other people too. I think that is a lot of the bad teaching that's out there these days. I learned it this way. I learned how to buck up and to take it all, and so should you. Is that really what we want, though? Do we want to perpetuate this, you know, society after society? Or do we want to be the change? Do we want to stop rejecting people? Now, yes, not everybody is going to be for us. Not every sound are we going to like to hear. Not every musician is going to be in alignment with us. But do we have to reject? I just wonder if there's a different way. And I don't know what it is, and I'm open to ideas, but I just think the fact that rejection takes so much, even from the people it doesn't bother, it does take a piece of us. I don't know. I'm just thinking aloud. I'm just wondering if there is a way that this can be changed, or is this truly the fact of life because I know for me, I've been through a ton since I was a kid, since I was young. It has been a fact. Is that something that we just get used to? We become desensitized to? I don't think I'm getting desensitized to it. I don't think so. I think I've tried, and I don't think I am. I think it gets worse every time, to be honest. And I know that's a me problem, but I wonder if we can figure out other ways. I don't know. It's just a thought. I just don't want to be this person coming on and talking about how rejection is so good. It's such a good thing. It makes us strong, it makes us heroes. No, it doesn't. It's just has been a fact up until this point that this is part of this. Do we accept it or do we change it? Or we do a little of both? I would say I like to do a little bit of both. I just don't have the answers on how we change it. I know that I am being negative, but I think that we in this world do not like when people are being negative. We tell them to be quiet, like that guy told me to do on TikTok that I should better left this to myself. It just shows me a bunch of people who were told to sit by themselves when they messed up, who were punished. Is that what we want for our future? We want to continue this? If you have any ideas, let me know. I probably will be back in a couple weeks. Have a wonderful holiday break, and I will see you the week of January 12th. Bye bye.